Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to Diotior Productions, and welcome back to Stoneblock 4. First on the agenda today is a tour. I know I said I was planning on keeping the starting room as it was, but I changed my mind. Between episodes, I expanded it to our normal 15 by 15, swapped all of the chests out for netherite barrels, and moved everything around a little bit. I am planning on working out how to make a nice to-do list without using signs. I'll get back to that. I decorated the room at the end here, so the R side and the Just Dire side. I'll get to this room at some point. I also set up an area for one of the things on the docket today. So what is the plan for today? As it stands, nice and simply, after spending a bit of time and material to upgrade my crafting capability between episodes, I plan on making it obsolete. Today, I aim to set up a full-size assembler matrix. Again, in the dark room up there, because why not? We also need to look into the production of Sheol fire, and to continue trying to get a few more chickens up and running, harvesting ether gas. We'll start with the assembler matrix, as I feel like some of it may take a while to craft. Okay, so we have a few parts that we need for our assembler matrix. First of all is the frame. So we need to set up... Oh, I need an assembler matrix frame. Good. We're going to need assembler matrix walls as well. I'm going to make it a bit pretty, so you don't always need it, but I will get the assembler matrix glass. We're going to need to set up pattern cores, which is going to need blue lumen paintballs, which is going to need blue paintballs. This is going to get very, very expensive. So, matrix craft cores. We need to set these to here. And then speed cores. I'll tell you what I did forget to add on, which is these with the red paintballs and these with the purple paintballs. First of all, we need to work out how many wall frames we need. So it's the max size is 7 by 7 by 7. So if we go, I can't maths. Why can't I maths? Okay, so we need 4 sides of 7 to get that going, but we also need 8 lots of 5. While that finishes crafting, because it's done. Sweet. We also need 5 lots of 25 of these. 5 times 25. And we're going to need 25 of these. So if attached to our cable here, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's too many, I think. No, it isn't. I managed to nail it. Cool. So we then go for the 7, then 6, and then all of these. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hook these up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that one in the wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't. Oh, there they are. I can count. So there we go. Fill these 2 sides in. 2 sides, 4 sides. Okay, so with the main box completed, we need to work out what we're putting inside. Between how many crafting, pattern, and speed cores. So we know that when we come in here, we can put 5 of these speed cores in. That did not take as long as I thought. However, now we need the remaining 120, how we want to split it down. Do we want to go more pattern cores or more crafting cores? So if we, for example, do... Because we're not going to be crafting that much, but at the same time, we don't really need that many patterns, but it's fun to have. So if we, for example, say, oh, let's go for an 80-40 split. We are running out, we don't have enough matter balls. So can I do half of those? No. Okay, so we can actually craft and set the crafts up for what we need. I've set up a quick and dirty system that will make the matter balls for me. So, what did I say? 80-40? So, you know what? We'll go 70-50. So 70 of those, it's going to take... Oh, not that much. And then craft core. Okay, so while that does its thing, we come over to our Auratech, new Auratech room, Auratech Part 2. We need to make Sheol Fire. Okay, so for Sheol Fire, we need to make a refinery that we put lava into with, because I think it will be better to get strange matter than liquid steam that we're not going to do anything with. And because that gives you 64 buckets of liquid steam to no Sheol Fire, whereas with Enderic compound inside of it, we get a bucket, half a bucket, 200 millibuckets, so which is a much better ratio, and all it takes is a bit of Enderic compound. So we need to make ourselves a refinery, which is a cauldron. Just auto craft those bits for us. And 3 refinery chambers, but we also need another 2, so we need to make 5 of these. And because I'm lazy, we're going to do it like this. So if we now say refinery chamber module, can I have 5, please? We are missing fluid pipes. Oh, of course we are. 5, please. And did I not make the steel? I probably used the steel. So this makes our refinery, which if we look, is going to need... Is it like that the easiest way to do it? I may have to... Actually, you know what? Just to be safe, because I know from testing, I had to put some pipes around. So what is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So I need 9 at Ori. 9 of these, please. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. Da-na-na-na. And to get the Sheol Fire that we need, there we go. So now I need another 10 of these. There we go. Boop, boop. It works. It looks like it's the wrong way around, though. I did not know you could do it like that. That is pretty cool. So instead of having to put them all down, you can just go la da 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 da. Awesome. So what we're going to do is under here, I have also upgraded. So we have nitro ender gates now. So that powers this. And then we get ourselves a facade and a stone to cover that up. So over here somewhere, we're going to dig a trench, is a wireless. So we grab our cable just because it doesn't seem worth running another wireless doofer. Pattern provider should only need the one. Click, click. And then should have enough. Does this connect to here? Yes, it does. I think this will work how I want it to. So if, for example, when we come into here and what was it we needed? Not that one. That one. We need shield fire. So we go like this. But we're aiming for the shield fire. So we do it like that. And say skadoosh. And then come in here and go SH. Can I please have a bucket of this? So that puts all of that in there. The 2 buckets of lava. And it will produce what we need. And there we go. We have 1 shield fire. And it's also strange matter. So we have 0.4 buckets of strange matter. And what was the other one that we get? Oh yeah, the liquid sulfuric. So we've got 2 buckets of liquid sulfuric. What it may be worth doing as well is for when we need to do strange matter, if we put this one in here and then go, because let me just take this out a second. We can't auto craft strange matter, but if we do this, we can go, hey, I would like, I don't know, 0.6 strange matter. It's now going to do it so that we can craft the strange matter as well. There we go. It is doing it, I promise. There we go. So we now got a bucket of strange matter and lots of everything else. There we go. 5 of that. And shield. 2.5 buckets of shield fire. Nice and easy. So is that, I think, should be everything that we can now craft the Chronon Resonator. I'm missing Fortron. I could have sworn I had Fortron produced somewhere. Yeah, I've got my coercion. Oh, they're over here. I tell you why. Because I had to move everything. I forgot to hook up the thingy. Silly me. So now, because it's got to craft another 3, but it needs 10 buckets, really? It is. So, that's the wrong direction. So look, there we go. It's inputting all of the stuff it needs, exporting all the stuff it needs, and we're good. So, back to what we were looking at before, now that everything is crafted, we have all of the stuff needed now. So we'll do the top layer because we're not going to see it with pattern cores. Just to think, while I quickly think about it, do this like that, and then that like that, and then that. And you go there, you go there, you go there. And then we'll do like that with this one in the middle, just so I don't block myself in. I'll leave that out. So now, honestly, it doesn't really matter how we put everything else in. As long as we don't leave any gaps. There we go. And then we put the glass on the bottom. We could have done it in a normal wall, but with the glass, it does look a little bit nicer. And we have our assembler matrix. Let's come over here. Bloody hell. That is a lot. So, yeah, now we just pull all of this out. And then we go. Oh, that doesn't work. But I have all of the patterns following me around, so we can just go like this. So all of the patterns are in there. But we have it here. Whether these get used or not is a different question, but we'll leave them in for now. But assembler, oh yeah. You're looking behind the mask, ladies and gentlemen, of how I built things. Da-na-na-na. And we have our chronitron resonator. Anyway, what stuff works in the background? Da-na-na-na. I have to go and speak to the wormrite again. I got another chronon battery. So, yeah, just so I have even more teleport power. Ooh, the fractured void. This is awesome. Look at this. I don't know if this bit was meant to be able to be walked in. Not that you can do anything because we're in adventure mode. But look at this. This is awesome. There is a bit of, like, ruin the magic because you can see a bit underneath their pedestals what it is and how it works. But let's speak to these three.
A human? Here? Well, that's improbable. You should have been torn apart the moment you entered the void. And yet, I detect my counterpart in this. So, they found a way to reach me after all, despite all my warnings. Always so defiant. Always refusing to listen to me just because I was the younger one. Typical. Well, since you made it here, I'll just have to trust my counterpart knows what they're doing. We've been holding this realm together for what feels like forever. Time doesn't flow right here. It stretches endlessly, twisting around the event horizon. Every second, the void pushes harder and harder, and every second we push back. I don't know how much longer we can hold it, or how much of our knowledge the work thingamajigger will even retain when all of this eventually ends. Now listen up. The awakened Draconic core must be restored if you wish to upgrade your world engine. It was the most ingenious invention of our species, a capacitor capable of storing infinite amounts of energy. You will have to combine several hundred individual alloys into blocks before we can assemble it. Once that's done, you return to me, and I'll assemble it myself. We must do whatever it takes to stop this collapse.
Awesome. Craft a tier 8 Draconic energy core. What else? Have we? I don't think we can speak to this guy yet. Complete chaos and radiance. So you are radiance. Yep, overshot him slightly.
Astonishing. I did not expect a human to withstand the collapse of the void. That alone confirms you were chosen. Furthermore, the Draconic device in your possession tells me the work protocol has selected you, which means your purpose aligns with ours, though your lifespan remains far more limited. My tasks will not be simple. While your world engine already channels a considerable amount of void energy, No echo has studied the void as intimately as I have. My upgrade will allow you to fully infuse its unrestrained power into your world engine. Prolonged exposure to the void's event horizon has enabled me to replicate its properties under controlled conditions. You must first create a black hole by accelerating particles with enough force to compress neutrons into a solid state. Using these neutron piles, you can convert nuclear waste into a substance that, when supplied with an immense amount of energy, transforms into fluid antimatter. When solidified antimatter and red matter collide under sufficient force, a miniature black hole will form. Finally, you must contain the black hole within a vessel made with an awakened draconic alloy, the only material capable of enduring such raw power. You will also need a solidified dark matter base to stabilize it within the world engine. Once you return, I will speak with the others to determine the optimal position for its integration into your world engine.
Ooh, we're getting technical now, ladies and gentlemen. Met them. So, fusion crafting, we have already started. The next step is to make the awakened draconium. So we need to make draconic fusion thingies, which we need the awakened draconium for. We need the dragon heart. So now we need to look into ether. And because it's going to be noisy and annoying and we need it for later purposes, spoilers, we're going to go and buy a compact machine. And we'll put this here. Don't need to do anything else with it. We can feed in and out of it. However, to be able to get computer connectivity, we're going to need to create another set of quantum rings. And just like that, we have done. Now, I could squeeze it into this corner, but I think if we go... I did bad. I goofed. Okay, so we have our quantum ring set up. I may have to at some point. I've just spotted I missed some of the background for it. I'll come back and deal with that later. However, we need to go and get a split singularity. And a tiny TNT. Oh, and an ender pearl. I forgot about that. Now, did I leave somewhere a place with a gold pressure? No, I took it out at some point. So, for now, in this corner over here, with my magnet turned off, the TNT placed down, and these thrown over there, we'll detonate it. Done. So that end is hooked up. Now, the next step is to make a thing to get us in this box. So if we go compact machines, we need a personal shrinking device, which is 4 iron plates, an atom shrinking module. So I need another pressure plate. Craft both of those for me. Shrinking. Another pressure plate. And then we need the 4 iron plates. And then we just take this and go and throw it at the world engine. And in. Okay, so now we just right click and we are in our box. Give me a second, I just need to find center. So this is 45 blocks square. Got plenty of space to do everything we're going to need. Okay, so this is center, north center. So if we go, do it here. I don't know why I'm doing it high. I could have done it low. Either way. And then we put that in there. And we now have AE connectivity. I can't be bothered to set up another wireless network in here. So we are going to run a lot of cables around, but that is fine. And the first thing we need to do is actually go home and set up another fluid drawer. Come around to our cell workbench, put this in here, and we need ether. I missed a space. Ether gas. And we put this in here, pull this out, and then go skadoosh. Okay, so in that corner, we're going to need to set up a machine. I'm going to set 2 up because it does work quite slowly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build everything first before we connect any power into it, because it does get a little bit awkward when you do. So we need, where are they? Stasis chambers. Have I got them? No. So because I'm lazy and it's easier, we are going to say, hey, you craft me. I need 18 stasis chambers, please. And while that works itself out, I will continue doing this. I may decide to add another layer to this when I finish working out what I'm doing. So we need, I think I've set this up wrong as well. 1 second. Okay, so now I've got this far. I realized I didn't check on the progress of my stasis chambers. I feel like because I didn't let it finish, it used all my slime. Piss. Back in a second. Okay, so now we're remaking what we needed to do. We can now wait for the stasis chambers to finish. Okay, so now we have our stasis chambers. We will put all of these down here. Like so. There we go. And then above that, we need to make I might need some more power cables. Is it this level? So we need to make ourselves a quick. It's in the wrong place. Oh, beans. Okay, so with this setup, we need to, we'll put that away. We need to, first of all, run a cable from here to here. So we will get ourselves a couple of stacks of cable. We'll run it out of the top. Should be enough. Like so. Drop it down 1. Like this. And then we get 2 import buses. Like so. And like so. And next, we need to make ourselves 2 laser drills. So, again, because lazy. Laser drill. And then fluid laser base. And then we go, hey, can I please have... Oh, all the wrong buttons. 2 laser drills, please. And then 6 times 8 of these. I'm missing pink slime, redstone crystals, and energy transformers. Beans. Oh, beans. So it's the next day. The game crashed. And it broke some stuff on my computer. Fair warning, be careful with compact machines. Either have the personal shrinking device in your hand or disable the previews in the configs, especially when you have quantum rings installed inside your compact machines. So, where were we? Oh yes, laser mining drills. So we have the basic layout set up. I may change it and add an extra layer around here in a bit, but for now, we just want to get things up and running. So we get our 2 laser drills and attach them. That's the wrong one. Okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way and put some thingies down, and then we put that on there. Or built. I'm an idiot. I've made these the wrong way round. It's the fluid laser base that goes here. I'm an idiot. Okay, give me a second as I build more of the right bloody thing. While the other 24 get made, I'm going to start setting this up so you can see it. The easiest way is once you've put all of this in place, you just click here so that this bit is down. If you look at it from the wrong direction, it'll put it weird and it won't work. So using a hole in the power cable, yes, sometimes this is easier before you put the power cable in, but I didn't do that. So, you know, whoops. And then when you're done, take out that, and then you should see all the wibbly lines. And then once you can see all the wibbly lines, you put your purple laser lens in here, change this to something a little bit lower so it's in the middle. So you can see 4 is about here. So it'll definitely hit where the wither is going to be. And then make sure output is on pull for the top. And now I'm going to set the other one up. Okay, so you join me as both of our machines are complete and ready to go. If we use the right controls, put a power here and power here. It's going to start charging all of this up. All the machines are going to take power, all of the stages, and if you want to see it's working, there you go. It can be a bit hard to get out of, but, you know, it works. I can fly. I can get out of it. However, the wither, who can also fly, cannot get out. So be careful that you don't stand too close, otherwise everything goes wrong. And then you need to put the first one down. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then pop a wither. Pop a wither. And then they should, it's a bit hard to see and get to the laser drill, the base, sorry, but you could see here, we are getting ether gas in 10 millibucket intervals. I'm sure there's something I can do to speed it up, Yes, I think it's I forget which ones go in here. So, okay, we can put process time on. So let's see how many of the processing. So if we go 4, I only needed 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I put all? Nope, that's the wrong one. Efficiency, not processing, you spoon. Can I put max this out so it produces even bloody quicker? Oop. Yes, I can. So instead of, it's now 80% quicker, which is getting us 10 millibuckets of ether gas a lot quicker. So let's make another 4 of those. Efficiency 4. So now we have this set up. There's that's basically it. Let's go home and check our storage. Where did I put ether gas? So we have 2 buckets and it's going up nice and quickly. So that is good. How much do we need? We only need 1 bucket. So we can set up our Dragon Heart craft. I don't think I've done it yet. Nope. So boop, boop, boop. And then this is one of those crafts that we only need to do once because we can, I forgot what the word is. I have enough that I can just craft them this way. However, they have the material components that you can replicate them and it's a lot bloody quicker. So Dragon Heart. Now I need to make these. So for the Draconic Awakened Draconium block. That's what I was looking for. We need 1 of these to create 4 of those. So if we set ourselves up a recipe for Awakened Draconium, we can then come over here, put this back in the computer because we don't need it anymore. Come over to wherever I set up this. And in here, we put this. So, this recipe, we don't need anymore. Boop. However, this does mean, for this, we need to adjust some parameters on our... Go away. Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. We need to adjust some parameters on our modular routers. So, if we pull this recipe up, it takes the draconium cores from here and puts them in here. So the distributor is the word I was looking for. Also, I realized, so if we take these 2 out of here, get rid of that. And we take these 2 out of here and put these 2 in here. And then we take these 2 out of here, put these 2 in here. And then we put this one in here. It will do the same thing a lot more efficiently and smarter. So, these 2, which are pull out of here, we change that to Awakened Draconium blocks and put that back. This one here, which pulls out of here and then goes into here, we change this to Draconium blocks. So it can only do Draconium blocks. Then put that back. And then this one pulls out of here, blacklist Draconium blocks because we want it to move everything else. And then we say, okay, hey system, can I have 1 lot of Draconium blocks? And it's starting to do the thing. And there we go. It's back in the system, 4 Awakened Draconium block. For the quest, we need to upgrade all of our crafters to, what was I saying? Draconic infused. So that means we need another 12 of these. And yes, like I said, we can use replication, and we probably will in the future, but I'm missing ether gas. And actually, I'll tell you what, because of the life stones, actually this poof, is gone. We don't need that anymore. And we grab one of our awakened draconian blocks and disintegrator, take the chip, put the block down by accident, and then on our chip, which has this, we put this. How do I... Is it only the dragon hearts that have... Update. I need to reset that recipe up. It's only the dragon hearts that have the matter value. Piss. So, give me 1 second while I make myself another life stone. Okay, so it took me a hot second to remember how to do that. I was putting it in the wrong way around. So you then go in here, and we can now go, ooh, I want dragon hearts. However, we have plenty. So we're good on that front. So when we say... we can come over here before I forget and it get all silly. If we take this out of here and go squidge, because we don't need that anymore, we can say, hey, can I have, I don't know, 6 dragon hearts? It will replicate them, and oh look, we have the 6 dragon hearts, and I have a stack of red matter ready to put back in. So now that is all set up, we can start thinking about, oh boy, I done goofed. If I put these in here, I've done it the wrong way around. They should be there. Beans. There we go. That's better. So, to get our tier 9 chicken seeds, what we're going to do is take tier 8 chicken. Oh, you know what? I have the draconium already. So I need to get... I need 12. 10 seeds. And then we go skadoosh, and we wait for all of these to breed up. And with the breeding done, we now go, sorry chickens, welcome to the world, goodbye. And now, off to the world engine. Wrong button. Soul. There we go, we now have our 4 chicken souls. And then we come back over to our chicken area. And we go, okay, I want a tier 9 seed. Skadoosh. I have preemptively pulled out all of these so that, like, this one is empty. So we send, hey, look, you get the seeds. We'll wait for a decent stack, and then we can move on from there. You go in there. You come out of there. You go in there. My inventory is full. Goodbye, seeds. And same thing along here. You go in there, you come out of there. Okay, so now you join me a few minutes later, and I realize I'm missing something. Beans. That's... the recipe has changed since the thing I knew about. Well, you're going in there. So for this, we need to get to chaos chickens. Where are we on this? Oh, yes, I also need to make these. So, let's set that recipe up quickly. So, world engine. And put all of that in there. There we go. I don't know why I decided to put one there. Oh, you don't have enough juice. Well, let's upgrade that, shall we? There we go, that's better. And then we get, Draconic. Where have they gone? There they are. And let's go set these up. And that is done. And now I need a lot of stuff. But I think part now is kind of time to focus on the other side, because yes, I can get this, but these, if we can wait until we get some of this ready to go, mainly this here, then it will be a lot easier. So next time, we are going to start looking into getting chaos. We need to set this up again, but with the ender chicken. So we'll set another one of these up. It'll be a little bit bigger here. So it'll be a 5x5 base instead, because it's just a bit easier to try and catch them. Because I made a mistake on my test save and I missed. And then I had to find the chicken in the wrong place and it was bad times. Bad times. Okay, so as I was typing up the outro, this popped. This save has been going for 100 hours. You have not seen all 100 hours because, oh boy. But, you know, I got 100 levels of XP. I've now got 326. I need to go and put them down. With that, we're going to leave it there for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we managed to get our assembler matrix up and running. We managed to upgrade our Draconic evolution setup. And we broke the game. Be careful with these. And of course, we correctly set up our wither miners and are producing a nice amount of ether gas. So, if you have enjoyed today's episode, hell, if it taught you anything, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode or any of the live streams. See you next time. Diotior out.